This is Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most passionate environments in all of college football. 87,000 ready to rock and perhaps help create some magic in a place that's seen so much of it over the years. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw. Second down play coming up for this offense. It's a draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
And the returner is brought down.
26, and your Auburn Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Finds his man. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quick throw, testing the middle. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. He's going to bring up second down. They'll run it here. The ball is loose. He quickly lands on it and prevents the defense from creating a takeaway.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching it. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Running back has it on a screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to make a big play downfield. And the ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
There's the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, almost intercepted for a second time today. Couldn't quite hold on, but it brings up third down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Off the incompletion, and sets up a third down and 2. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Offense facing fourth down.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for fourth down. We go with a direct snap. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Oh, it's a reverse. Gets some space around the 30. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Pressure is coming. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchback. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Defense will make the stop of what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game scoreboard.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down play coming up. Short pass finds the tight end. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pass caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
Fresh set of downs, 1st and goal. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
He manages the footing and the extra point is up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17 strong.
The 17.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Breaks loose at the 40. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, how about the combo there of speed and power to be able to get to the quarterback here by this defensive lineman? Auburn defensive lineman, one thing you can always count on is they have speed and they have an awareness to know how to pressure that quarterback.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Number 11, set to kick it off.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? He's running out of time, looking to make a play deep downfield. Catch made down inside the 25. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for his defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Comes up with the catch.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
Boy, snap to the back. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. This defense is making it tough. Ball still at the 3. It's 3rd and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a quick grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And looking to throw now on first down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Tackle made after the completion. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he lobs it deep down the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there, had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route, just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
No, kick it away here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return.
And your Auburn Tigers will take over first and 10.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Rifles this football to the left. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
He's back to throw again on second down. And this pass is on target, caught. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
He's found some room at the 45. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Auburn. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. Turner trying to create good field position. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Finding some room with the 25. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down the defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
And in first down, right back to the running game. The game good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Toss play, running right. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. Heads up, it's a fake, trying to throw it. And the fake punt works. It's a first down.
Wow, what a call here by the coach. And how about the arm by the up man? What an impressive throw for that first down.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. And here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's looking for the end zone, but is incomplete. So here we go, 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? That's a design quarterback keeper. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive stalled. They're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. The DB's backing off from the line now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
1st and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. And is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. And the pass is incomplete.
not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. The back's got it. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Auburn. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He's going to take off here. And bulldozing his way through. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Almost intercepted again, and a chance for his second. But couldn't quite hold on. It's going to be second down. Handing off on the draw play. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? But man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. And there's the handoff. And the defense brings him down. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Makes a quick catch. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The pocket breaking down. Here's a fumble way behind line of scrimmage. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Auburn 35, Ohio State 7.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you get the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the tailback's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the punt coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
He's moving out of the pocket now. The pass ball is incomplete. We're trying to extend the play, but nobody open.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play, because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. That was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
And that's going to be a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
Returner brings it out to the 22. And your Auburn Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
They'll feed the back again. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's a draw to the back. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
On third down, it's a handoff. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
That pass is caught. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. Now it's third and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Cole. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Hands it off on the counter. And that run produces a decent gain.
That's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner tackled right there. That's what will start the drive. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Second down, looking to throw it. He lets it go on the move. It's caught downfield. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Direct snap to the back. Fighting him off. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So incomplete pass on second down sets up a third and inches. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief.
And the junior gets home making a sack there.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to...
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball